Hey everyone, welcome back. For those of you who are new here, my name is Brittany. I'm a health coach and nutritionist, and my channel is all about helping you to create delicious, low FODMAP meals to improve your digestive health. If you're into it, go ahead and subscribe for more low FODMAP recipe tutorials. Okay, so today we are making garlic mashed potatoes, which is not impossible on the low FODMAP diet. You'll see today we're gonna be using quite a bit of garlic oil to achieve that garlicky flavor. As you can see, this recipe is pretty simple. It's just mashed potatoes, so let's just get started. We're going to start by peeling our potatoes. You could leave the skins on if you wanted to get a bit more fiber in your diet. Potato skins also contain chromium, copper, and iron that the flesh does not. Leaving the skins on will also help to give your mashed potatoes a more rustic feel if that's something you're going for. I'm going for an ultra creamy mashed potato, so I'm going to peel these. Next, we're going to rinse some of the starch off the potatoes so they're not so slippery when we cut them. Let's give our potatoes a large dice and set them in a large pot. Cover them up with cold water and place them on the stove over high heat. We're going to bring these up to a rolling boil and then check on them every so often to see that they are fork tender. I like to cook mine until they're almost falling apart. I find this gives them a much creamier consistency while using less butter, milk, and oil. We're gonna give these a quick drain and then add the rest of our ingredients. We're going to start by burying half a stick of butter in our hot potatoes. Give it a few minutes to melt, which will make mashing much easier. Next, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of garlic oil. This is what's going to enable us to add garlic flavor to our cooking without adding any FODMAPs. As I mentioned in my garlic oil video, FODMAPs are not fat soluble, so when we cook them in oil, the FODMAPs stay in the garlic, while the flavor is infused into the oil. Go check out that video for a more in-depth explanation and recipe. We're also going to add a 1/4 cup of whole Lactaid milk. I love Lactaid because it's real milk, but it has a digestive enzyme added to it so that those who are lactose intolerant can break down and digest the lactose. This is not for people who have a milk allergy. I'm using russet potatoes today, but feel free to use whatever you have on hand. Just remember that different types of potatoes need different amounts of moisture added to them. My recommendation is to start by adding half of the butter, milk, and oil, and then just take your time and add the rest slowly until you get the consistency that you like. You could also use the same recipe and method to make mashed parsnips, which would be a great alternative for people who are sensitive to nightshades. Once you achieve a consistency that you like, taste for salt. I added 1 teaspoon to mine, along with some pepper. I opted for a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper, but you can use regular black pepper to keep it simple. I like to finish these potatoes off with some cracked pepper and chives, or served alongside a few Swedish meatballs and slathered with gravy. All right, guys, let's give these mashed potatoes a taste. Oh my God. There's so much good, like, roasted garlic flavor coming through. So creamy. And we didn't even put that much milk or butter in here. I don't know what else to say. They're just mashed potatoes. Very good mashed potatoes. One thing I will say is that I love serving mashed potatoes as like a gut healing recipe because potatoes are full of resistant starch, especially once you cook them and then like let them cool down and then they like develop more resistant starch. So like it's perfect for meal prepping. When these starches break down, they break down into butyric acid, which actually helps to feed the cells that make up your intestinal lining. So that's why I love mashed potatoes. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Go follow me on Instagram, and I will see you next time.